Although I am bullish and looking for higher on Bitcoin next, there is a major bearish pivot that you just truly need to be aware of. This is a pivot where I will definitely look to take some very big, nice short trades. So this video is to give you a technical analysis of Bitcoin, give you some real nice insights to the technical analysis, and talk you through this bearish pivot that nobody else is looking at. And so it's always nice when that is the case. With that said, we're going to be going through this in a fairly quick video. I want to keep it fairly snappy, short, to the point, but professional as always. What I mean by that is there's not going to be an underlying bias. I'm not here to show all-time highs or be the doomsday guy saying we're going to get this massive drop. No, just purely simple, looking for high probability trades. Happy to be in longs right now. I am not in any shorts. Happy to see that rise, but if and when we hit that resistance, which I think will be soon, I will be looking for that short trade. Thus, I'm able to trade this both ways, longs and shorts. Even though we are, yes, in a massive bull market, I will still be looking for a short. That said, let's bring it over to the chart and start the analysis of today. So there's a few ways that you can be looking on this. The first of all is what I think is the most kind of obvious right now, and that is a triangle type structure. So of course we've put in our all-time high, and that was off of $122,000. Remember just around a week and a half ago I was talking through this $122,000 Fibonacci Elliott wave 3 target. So we've put in that wave 3, and now we've started on the wave 4. The standard of a wave 4 is a triangle. What are we forming? A triangle. So far the Elliott waves have been just critically helpful in timing the third wave, understanding we were about to put in a fourth. You can go back and check my tweets from around 1.5 weeks ago where I laid all this out on the day of hitting $122,000, confirming wave 3. Let's do the wave 4 now, retracement. And well, exactly that's how it's played out. Go and do your own research, look through my tweets, you'll see them. Anyway, or you can just trust me because I'm not going to lie about that. But nevertheless, we put in the wave 3 and we've started the wave 4. This is just a very, very, very perfect type of triangle that you are seeing right now. There's a few different ways that you can start to label this, and I'm labeling it with the information that we have here. Okay, we can start to pull this as an ABCDE triangle. That gives us a very nice first move to the downside. Remember, if this was the top of our wave 3, that's a 3. That's a 3. Well, then we could say this arguably, where is the next C? Here. I'm going to move it down to our most latest pivot, D, and that gives us the E. That really lines us up for another move to the upside here. We're giving us an overall A, B, C, D, E triangle, which will then give us, from our Elliott wave perspective, we were looking at this as the 1, 2, 3. That would be the 4. We'll be moving up for the 5th. Of course, this gives us targets anywhere and up and around $125,000 to $130,000. But this is a very nice Elliott wave count that I am already trading off of. I personally am already long, but there is another potential, if you are not already long, for a fill. But this is a lower term time frame confirmation that I will talk you through. But so far, so good. I really believe that from the Elliott wave count. So far, so good. But this is almost the trick that you need to be aware of. Well, first of all, let me explain how I got into. I've been in a few different longs under this range. I'm building up a little bit of a position here, but just to give you an insights of what we're looking for on a daily perspective, had a very, very, very nice long trade set up this morning, or late last night, this morning, however you want to refer to this as. But it was a simple trade setup with this swing failure pattern. You could almost combine it into a CCV 2.0 setup as well, where you've had your daily open. You've then come down and you've got a swing failure pattern here. You've got a nice swing failure pattern, taking out previous day low. Let me actually show you this from the. This is my new Atlas template, by the way, which I'm truly in love with. We just got everything locked and loaded in this template. It is a very beautiful template. Let me hide myself and put it myself here, right? So yeah, in this, what you can see is this wonderful daily open that we formed. And we have, on the daily perspective, a normal CCV. But what we do first is we come down, we take out the swing failure pattern of previous day low. Then we come above for our acceptance. We perfectly rise to hit our previous day value area high target. We get a deep back test in the day, where to back onto the previous day value area low. And now we're rising again towards previous day value area high. But we're very much range bound between previous day value area low and previous day value area high. One thing that I want you to bear in mind is, well, where was the entry trigger within this? It was the swing failure pattern here of previous day low. From a trading view chart perspective, very simple. It just simply looks like this. Swing failure pattern. This is the long trade entry. And of course, bringing it up back towards that downward sloping channel or triangle high, we can call it now. Anyway, that's done, locked and loaded, but there has been plenty of opportunities. Within this range, we've just seen a lot of swing failure patterns, and actually each one has ended in winning trades. You do have to be very good at taking profits. You cannot be too greedy. But, you know, this is a very, very, very nice range. I said this actually to the champions. This has been my favorite week of trading, or you can kind of call it week and a half of trading in actually quite a long time. We've just had of what some people might say is choppy, hard price action. I truly mean this. For a champion trader that knows what they're doing, this has been one of the best weeks of trading ever. It's just been a delight. It's been a real joy. Truly technical price action. Very, very, very nice order flow. It's just given some extremely nice trades. So what some people refer to sideways chop, I refer to as just the most beautiful technically traded price action. It's been wonderful. Anyway, so yeah, I was going to talk you through a bearish pivot that not many people are aware of. And that is even with the possibility of this being an A, B, C, D, E. Because what we have is this, well, I want to stress something for a second. Do I think that this is a major, massive resistance level? No. I do not think that this is a major, massive resistance. Do I think that this level can be enough? Sorry if my face was hiding anything there, by the way. Do I think that this can be enough for taking a short trade? Yes. But what I want to stress is the reaction. The reaction is absolutely key. The reaction is key. So what's the level we're looking at? Well, first of all, I want to say two things. I want to give a shout out, first of all, to this wonderful Japanese top that I'm wearing. Come on. I thought this was an epic. I got given it as a gift, but of course I do love my gifts, and yeah, football top is like my number one gift, by the way. So I have every football top you can. But anyway, bringing it back to what I wanted to talk about, this is just something that, you know, I am a believer, so this is where I just say God lines things up perfectly. And I've done this tweet this morning, just saying, well, this now is my 5th bit of content today. I've already done 4 other videos. Today in Chart Champions, we've already had 5 live streams. It has been content galore, right? We're just workhorses. Right now, truly, is the biggest opportunity we've seen in the market for years. This means you've got to lock in. Okay, this is where the biggest opportunities are. You know, if you miss a stream, so to speak, right, you miss a stream, you miss the trades. And we're just getting the best trades right now. But I started off by just, you know, it's kind of, I was like, wow, I'm doing a lot of work, like non-stop doing work for you all, which is wonderful, right? We love doing it. I'm not complaining. But it's just been a full on. And on top of that, then I saw this come up, and I was just like, oh, this is a bit, you know, this randomly came up on my timeline. This guy apparently made 5 million in 7 months. That doesn't even really make sense. He made 5 million apparently in 7 months, but been on holiday for 3 months and then wants to spend another 3 months making another million. I clicked on his profile. I'm like, oh God, what's this? We got the Lamborghinis, we got the yachts, we got bragging about making $5 million. My friends, when you see people bragging about how much dollar they've made in combination with the yachts, the Lamborghini pictures, truly there is a 99% hit rate. The person is a scammer selling some get rich quick scheme. We'll just say I have no idea who this person is, but I will say that there's a very high probability that people that are talking about their dollar made when they've got all these Lamborghinis, yachts, and all these, let's be honest, probably rented stuff behind them is very, very, very big red flags. Real success doesn't need to scream. Watch the ones who stay focused and deliver value. And then on the same day, and this is what I mean, God just lines everything up, I then saw this. And this was actually an account that, again, these random things appear on my timeline. I don't even know why. Well, of course, I know I don't follow anybody on Twitter, so it just recommends me stuff on the For You page. And then I saw this anyway, and this was another one, another scammer that we saw today. And this is a guy that's been tweeting a lot recently. And yeah, it just comes to show this crypto space is full of scammers. Like, this is an everyday story right now. Every day it's a new scam. You know, people like to act like brilliant traders. They really like to do that. They like to pretend they're being friendly, but their real goal, build trust to rug pull and drain their followers. Every time I'm releasing an altcoin. And, you know, I just want to say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I mean this truly. I am not here to rug pull. I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to teach you what actually works. And what I think is lovely on top of that with Chart Champions is I cannot be bought. You are never, and I mean this, I will hold it to you dearly, never Are you going to see me advertising some random alt? Never. Are you going to see me saying I've released my altcoin? Never. Are you going to see me shilling some random exchange? Do you know every single day, every day in my inbox, can you promote this altcoin? Can you promote this exchange? Can you do X, Y, and Z? I'm just like, no, 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 no. I don't need your money, right? I cannot be bought, period. I do this not to rug pull, not so I can promote some random exchange, not so I can do this, that, or the other. I'm here because I want to help. I want to help, and in a space that is so mind-blowing that someone just wants to do this without trying to get money left, right, and center, promote this, promote that, create an altcoin, shield this altcoin, promote this exchange. Oh, it's just a sigh of relief to say I don't need to bother myself with that, and to know that you can trust me. I do have your best intentions at heart. I truly, truly do have your best intentions at heart. And I hope that you can see that through the integrity that I have of not doing this type of things, not doing these types of scams. So yeah, I hope that you can see that, because it's how I've presented and held myself to not even higher standards, but just what should be the standard as somebody that runs somebody that's in this space as an educator, right? So, well, that said, let's calm it down. Let's go back to the charts and let's talk about this major bear pivot, right? So I think this is something that not a lot of people are aware of. We have this daily naked point of control, high to low. We'll be having this right on the CC. You can see that's already pretty nice confluence, right? CC, daily naked point of control. And then we got some liquidity just above $121,000. You can see this is on our new Fibonacci pivot, which is not going to be released yet to the public. But we're working on a new Fibonacci, so the CC might be no more. It'll be like a CC2, I don't know. And then anyway, we got this high confluence box of resistance. And so this is what a lot of people won't be aware of, is a WXY. Yes, we've put in a nice ABCDE. But what about if we fail and we get an X wave to give you a WXY, and we get a bigger retracement within the fourth with a complex correction before, of course, making our way back up? As I've said, this for me is a reactionary based trade. Am I presetting limit orders here? No. Am I presetting alerts? Yes. I've got my alerts set. I'm ready and waiting for this reaction. What I will see when we come up to this level is, have a guess, I'll come over to my brand new template and I will check the order flow. We're going to be zooming into this and we're going to be checking things such as the open interest, the trade count. Okay, we'll be seeing how much volume is coming in. What is the delta looking like? What is the CVD doing on any type of retests? Have we got trap traders? This is only the information that we can find within the footprint, okay, within the order flow. This is how we make an informed decision. So I want to stress this very importantly before I end. First of all, am I in a short trade on Bitcoin right now? No, I am not in a short trade. Am I in long trades? Yes. Would I prefer higher prices? Yes. Would I like all-time highs? Yes. But do I believe that we have a major important pivot to be aware of here? Yes. If we get a bearish reaction at that pivot, would I look to short? Yes. Even though we're in a major bear market, is there still opportunity for shorts that are profitable? Yes. So you can see I am very locked in and got a good mindset. This is the mindset to be in. Yes, I understand the market's bullish. You know, I am more aggressive on my long trades. But am I scared to take a short? No. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen if we do this? I get stopped out of a short trade. I take 0.5% loss. I move on. It's really, really, really not the end of the world. What would be the end of the world? We get a lovely short trade. Price dumps. You didn't take the short. You're now in fear. You're now panicking. You now lost a lot of money. Because you don't take trades when they're given. Okay, a lot of people are still burnt from previous losses. So I'm not here to say, oh, I'm super bearish. I'm not here to say, I'm not here to say anything other than this is a nice short, which is dependent on the lower term time frame confirmation. It's a level that I'm more than happy to look to short. But if we do not get the reaction, then that is absolutely fine, because if we do this, I'm more than happy. I'm positioned towards that, and it is just a case of understanding that this is how a professional approaches the market. This is just how the professional approaches the market. Believe it or not, that's how we make money. That's how we maintain our emotions. It's not that I have no emotions, I do. But I'm very good at controlling them by understanding positioning. It's by understanding positioning of being in a long and getting into a short simultaneously, holding both positions at the same time. Oh, it is just a godsend. It just removes a massive amount of pressure. And when you have that massive pressure release, or like when that pressure is not there, you trade with calmness. And when you trade with calmness, you have peace. And when you have peace, well, it's a circle. You trade well. Okay, so I will end by saying this. My final words today will be, again, hope you've enjoyed, first of all. Hope you're learning something through every video. I truly mean it. I am here to help. I enjoy helping you. I am here. I think you can see that by now, right? I'm here every single day, just giving out the best help I can. And that is doing these videos, updating analysis, taking trades, explaining the trades, not hiding anything, and just, being transparent and honest with the ways that I'm doing things. On top of that, I want to say, for me, I'm not trying to do anything or hard or anything, but I'm just saying this. Like, I am a believer. I believe in God, and I just want to spread the word here and just say, for me, it's a little bit awkward because I'm also a new Christian, by the way. I'm not like for me, this is still something that I'm trying to learn and practice. I want to implement this here. That will say that Jesus loves you. Jesus loves everybody. And of course, I'm not, I just want to say that I feel like saying it, that I'm very proud of being a Christian. It changed my life. And maybe even if you don't get pulled to Christianity, that's fine. Right? I still would love everybody equally. But I will say this. After I became a Christian, it truly changed my life. It changed my perspective. It changed the way I act, and it changed the way I love. And yeah, it just gave me a whole new, fresh perspective on the world, and one truly filled with just love, compassion, and removed a lot of my ego. It made me become a lot more humble. And this is the power of Jesus that came down on me through the Holy Spirit. And I'm now super motivated. Like, I just feel this energy that I just want to. But the thing is, I've always had this. I've always had this underlying, and this is because He has always been looking out for me. Even when I think about close death experience, there's a lot to unravel here. But I just want to say that I love you. I hope you've helped. Maybe I'll start to mention this more and more in each video. It's not over the top, because I know some people. This is a trading channel at the end of the day, but maybe towards the end of these videos, 1 or 2 minutes at the end, I give a little bit more and more insights, and you can get to know me. And I think that's a nice bit of the channel that I'm happy to go into the personal side, because, well, it's all well and good being traders and all this, but there is still a personal connection that we can have as a community of chart champions. We are family. We are here to help out, and you are my brothers and sisters in Christ. Thank you ever so much. Hope you've enjoyed it. Anyway, that's me signing out. If you want to see more, you know where to get it, right? chartchampions.com, where you can see we have live streams galore. We have so many live streams, each one unique, each one going over very good new information. And I mean, yeah, it's the place to be if you truly want to take this seriously. Cheers, everybody. Thank you ever so much. And yeah, that's me signing out. Thank you, and goodbye.